Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today I wanted to talk about the paper collection that I'm going to be using in our album series that we're getting ready to start. So I just released this mini album mashup, album 1. All the links are down in the description box. I just released it, and then this is the prototype. And the paper collection that I used in my prototype is a digital. So if you want to see the introduction video, I'll have it linked up here in the cards and in the description box, so you can see the flip through of all the pretty stuff. you can check that out. But I've already been getting lots of questions about the paper collection. Okay, so it is, oh, I guess I can move this. It is a digital paper collection from Simple Stories, and this is what the link listing thingy looks like. So there's two, I'll have it linked down below. There are two links, or two, one's like the collection kit, and then one's like an embellishment bundle. I got both. I don't know if you necessarily need both, but it's totally up to you. You don't have to have all the embellishments that come with the paper collection. You can definitely just use what's in the paper collection, the collection kit thingy, because there's like the 12 by 12 papers, there's card stuff. These are all printable. There is no actual physical item, right? So there's the papers, there's the stickers, there's the chipboard stickers, there's the tags, there's whatever embellishments, whatever it all came with this paper collection physically is printable now. So I was going to walk you through that. I was going to show you everything I've printed out. I was going to show you some different ways to print and go from there. Okay, so first I'm going to show you what I printed out from the 12 by 12 paper. Okay, so again, this is the cover sheet, I guess, for the paper collection. So it's Simple Stories, Simple Vintage, Love Story, and you see how it says digital. So this is a digital version. So when it says, like in the files, it might say 2 by 2 embellishments. It's, you know, you have to print those out. Like, I'll show you, but we'll get to all of that. But this is the cover sheet, so I'm just going to set it aside. And some of these sheets are a bigger picture, like a 12 by 12. They're all 12 by 12. The 12 by 12 sheets are all 12 by 12 in format. But I didn't print any of them out 12 by 12. I just printed them out as 8.5 by 11. So, but I wanted to show you because I think it's only two of the 12 by 12 patterns are like a whole sheet. And if you just print out on the letter or the A4, whatever you're using. So I tell it to print out on the letter, and I have it fit to page. So this is what it looks like when it's fit to page. So this is one of the sheets that's at like a full 12 by 12 like layout that gets kind of cut down because of the way I print it out. But here's what it looks like. If I say print it, but shrink, or not shrink, but print it, and I unclick fit to page. So this is the whole 12 by 12 pattern, except it is shrunk down to like 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So you can print it either way, but like this one, for example, if you want this whole pattern, you can totally print it this way, and you can mat things with it. But I have just been printing the full, you know, fit to page version. The other one that's like that, that's like a 12 by 12 pattern, is this one, and it just printed like different because it's still 8.5 by 11. But this is the one that's like a full like layout. The rest of them are just full cover or full page patterns, in my opinion. I think I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. So these two are the only ones that you do cut out a little bit when you do fit to page. So this is unclicking fit to page, so it shrinks it down, but you get the full image, just not 12 by 12 size. So I mean, I printed them out, so I'm going to scooch these aside for now. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I printed I didn't print one of everything because I didn't use everything in the album. I didn't use all of the patterns. Oh, where is I was going to show you, these are all my leftover bits from when I made my prototype, and I'm pretty sure I have, yes, I think that's it, where I did take and pick all of the patterns. Did I pick all the patterns? Or did I pick just some of the patterns? I might have just picked some of the patterns. I don't know, I can't remember. Let me double check really quick so I can tell you. Okay, so I did not pick all of the patterns, but what I did was I selected the ones that I wanted, and I told since they're all individual images, I told my printer to print 2 to a page, and these are like 4x6 size. So that way I could, well, that's not true. Did I? No. I guess these are the only ones I did 4x6. I don't know why these two are 4x6, but the rest of them are 4 to a page, which is 3x4, which is fine. I can still use these. But so anyway, I printed this out so I knew what I had to work with. And there was a few pages that I didn't like, so I didn't add them. So you may want to do this as well. Print off some sort of index sheets so that you know what you have to work with. Okay, so I did that as well for when I was working on my prototype. So that's actually a really good idea to have. You don't have to print them off so big either. You can do, there's wallet size, I think there's 9 to a page that way as well. But I printed one of each one that I like. There's a few that I didn't like, so I didn't print them. So here we go. I'll just do a quick flip of all of the ones that I printed out. Now, what's nice about these is you don't have to print out a bunch. You can just print one of each or print as you go. And you could do that as well. But I just went ahead and printed out some because I knew I'm going to use them. So there's a really good variety of papers. There is the other black one that's like this, has birds on it or something. I don't think I used that in the album at all. And then we've got some solids. So we're not going to be using any shades of color in this album because this paper collection comes with some solids, which I think is amazing. I love it when paper collections include just plain solid colors that go with your paper collection and you don't have to find an additional paper. This way, you know it matches and you'll have the complementary papers. So I just printed one of each color that I liked. I didn't print any of the soft pink because I don't think I used it. But that's that. So I printed all of these onto a cardstock. And I did tweak some of my printer settings. So I saved it. I talked about this prior to. I saved it in my printer under Simple Stories Love Story, because that's what this is called, because I wanted it to be a little more saturated. This is not the normal level of printing, so it lays down a lot more ink than normal for me. But I really loved the way it looked this way, whereas before, where it was a little bit more of a muted printing, it wasn't near as pretty. So you might want to tweak your settings just a little bit in your printer and use that for this album and see. Just do like a little test print of one of the images really small to see if you like the color. Like pick one of the ones that have all the colors on it. You know what I mean? So that way you can see exactly what it's going to look like when you print them out. So this, I usually don't do such saturated versions of things, but anyway, so there's that. And another thing I did was I printed 3 sheets of, these are the flowers. Can you see the flowers on there? These are my printable flowers. The plain version of the flowers is in the background designs one, and I will have it linked down below. And I printed 3 of these solid colors out from the paper collection, and I printed the plain version of flowers onto each one. Okay, so I am going to end up fussy cutting all of these out to use in the album. So let's see if I can find a page. real quick where I used the flowers. Here's some right here. I used some right here in this scenario. And I would have used more, but again, I was trying to just keep moving. I know I used more. I know I did. Where are they? Where are all of them? Huh. Interesting. I guess I'll just show that as an example. Did I use any in the front cover? No. Oh, there's some right there. I used some there. But yeah, so we're going to be using flowers, the digital version of the flowers. We're going to be using that. So I printed these off. So this is the yellow paper with the pretty pattern with the flower, or the pattern with the little hearts, and then this red one has that pattern with the little hearts, and then this is the green with a bunch of polka dots on them. Okay, so I'll be cutting all of those out. And you can always do these things as you go. You don't have to sit down and do them all at once, but I am going to go ahead and cut everything out that I show you. I'm going to go ahead and cut it all out so that it's ready to go for when we start making our album. So there's that. Okay, now this one's probably going to be the trickiest one. The trickiest. These are all the embellishments and stuff that I printed off. This page here is the only page that I actually printed 2 off. I went and took all of these individual images and I put them into my Photoshop software, and I put them on one page and printed them out. You don't have to do this. You can select all these different images and then you can print them 9 to a page. They might be bigger, they might be smaller, I don't know. I just did this on a whim to see if I would like it. I should have probably tested to see what it would print off if I did 9 to a page. But anyway, so I did. If you want to take a quick gander at these, and it really doesn't matter. If they're a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, it's totally fine. It'll still work with the album that we're making. So I'm going to end up fussy cutting these out. But these are the only ones that I actually took the images, the individual images, and put them into my software and made a sheet. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so then part of the collection, I'm pretty sure, there are 4x6 journaling cards. So what I did was I selected all 6 of them. I told my printer to print 2 4x6s. So I have the option of doing it 8x10, 2 4x6s, 4 3x4s, and then 9 wallets, and so on and so forth. So I had these all printed 4x6 size, so it's 2 to a page, and that's nice. You could also too, which I didn't think to even try this. I know it can be done. You could literally say, I want to print this image, and print a 4x6 version of this image onto a piece of 4x6 pattern paper. You can do that as well. It didn't occur to me to do that because I can cut them out easily, but it's something to think about. You could do that as well. Oh, my printer's saying hey. So those are the 4x6 journaling cards, and again, you can print off as many as you want. And then here are the 3x4 journaling cards. There are 8, 9, 12. There are 12 of them. I printed, there's 4 to a page, so that each one of these are 3x4. And I printed 1 of each out. So I will cut all those out. Then there is a file with the tags. Now, some of the 12x12 pattern paper, there was a sheet, there was a 12x12 paper with all the tags on it, for example. I didn't print that one out as a full sheet because you have access to just the tags. So I printed them 4 to a page, which makes them about 3x4 size. You can print them smaller if you want. And I don't know how many there are. There are 12, again, 12 tags. So I got all of those. I'll be cutting those out. And then there was, I don't remember what these were, journaling I don't remember what this one was called. They're just embellishments. So I just selected all of them. There are, again, 12 images. And there is a 12 by 12 sheet that has all of these images on there. So you can print that, like, unclick fit to page, you know, and it'll be shrunk down, but you'll have them all on one page. You can also do that. Makes them a little bit smaller. But I selected them all and did the 3 by 4, you know, where it's 4 to a page. And I'm going to cut all of these out. And then these are supposed to be the 2 by 2 elements. Actually, I don't know if they print 2 by 2. These actually print 2.5 by 2.5. So these are actually supposed to be 2 by 2s. But I told it to print 9 to a page, and then I just unclicked fit to page. So it's actually a little bit bigger than 2 by 2. But that's okay. So there are 18 of these images. And again, there's a sheet that has all of these on there, like a full 12 by 12 sheet that you can print off if you wanted to. But I printed those out. I'm not even sure I used these in my prototype, but we can. So I'm going to cut those out as well. And then here are, okay, so there's several files of just individual images, whether it's the sticker sheets, the chipboard embellishment sheets, or just the elements that were used in the paper collection. I just picked out my favorites, and some of them I printed 3 of each. So like, for example, is this one of them? Let's see. Of course, there's butterflies. Okay, so I picked out a bunch where I did 3 of each image that I picked out in this particular printing, and then I did 9 to a page, right? So I got 3 hearts, 3 typewriters, 3 watches, right? So these are the images that I picked. If you want to just take a quick gander, I wish I could just like tell you exactly, but I can't. You just have to get the file and look at the images. And if you don't like these same images, then don't print them out. Just print them out when needed if you want to. So I'll be cutting these out. And then, of course, a whole bunch of butterflies, right? Right, so I did 4 to a page. Okay, so these are, I'm sorry, 4 of each. These were 3 of each image, and these were 4 of each image, because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, but still 9 to a page. So it's up to you how many you print of each. And then this page I did just 4 to a page of these elements. So yeah, you can just go through and print. These are 9 to a page, some of the same elements. Look, see, that's the same element right here. So this one's 9 to a page, and this one's 4 to a page. You can even print a full page of that if you want to, which kind of might be kind of cool too. I hadn't thought about that, but that's something to keep in mind. You can print a full page of these as well. So, so anyway, there's 4 to a page. And there's 9 to a page. So I'll be fussy cutting all of these out. And then there's these floral images plus butterflies. But I had to select each thing, so keep that in mind. You have to go through and select them and print them. So you may want to select 9 images and print off a sheet with 9 on there. So, so that's what I did. So now I'm going to go through and start cutting all of these elements and things out. And then when you see me here in just a second, which will probably be in a couple days, I'll have it all cut out and ready to go. So, and then we'll do our sorting and all that stuff. So I'll be right back. It's been a couple days since I recorded the first part of this video, but I have gathered more things together, and I've got all of my fussy cut stuff fussy cut and This was all those sheets, not the flowers, I've got those over here, but these are all those sheets that I printed off, right? And it didn't take me very long. I just sat and watched a movie, I think it was a movie. So I got all of this fussy cut within that time because I wasn't trying to be super uber careful with all of this. Because I can always go back and fussy cut some more if I want to, if I need more white border off, and if not, then it's totally fine. So I went ahead and cut everything out. I left a tiny bitty bit of a border on most things. If it's not on there, then it was an accident. So I will separate these out and put them into my crafty trays. And let's see, what do I have open? I've got this one, this one, this one. Alright, so I've got these 3 trays, and I think what I'll do, I'm not sure how I'm going to separate them out. I think I'm going to do flowers and things in one, for sure, and words and things in one, and butterflies in one. So let me see. Let's just see what this ends up looking like. Well, I know that. Okay, so that's what I'll do. All of these things that have butterflies on them, I'll stick them in with the butterflies, and then I will have these in with the florals. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I've got all of my sentiments and words, and then I've got anything that has words on it. Yeah, that'll work. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. I'm going to put those in my Crafty Companion. If you don't know what a Crafty Companion is, it's a printable template that I have. I'll link it up there. I'll link the whole playlist so you can check out all of it and see what I'm talking about. Okay, next up is all the flowers. So I let my brother scan and cut all these flowers out, and I did something different this time because it didn't even dawn on me that, I'm trying to separate the colors out. It didn't even dawn on me that maybe I didn't need to print directly onto the pattern paper because, for example, this reddish color, you couldn't really see the lines. So what I did was I took and scanned in, I printed the plain, and I scanned it in. These are the flowers. We're going to be using these in the album. I scanned in the plain and did all the work in my brother's scan and cut, and then I did the cheat where I took that page off and put all these on one at a time in the exact same position and had it cut it out. And I have footage of that. I didn't have footage of me doing this particular one, but I have footage of doing it on another one, and if I can remember, I will stick it here now while I sort these out into my different pages. So I also, too, printed off the faded floral ones. I didn't use those in the prototype, but I think that we could and can. So I went ahead and printed those off and cut those out with the scan and cut as well. These are easily fussy cut out as well, you guys. You don't have to use the scan and cut, but in case you do, in case you have one, the trick is super helpful. All right, what am I going to do here? I'm going to, this is, well, I'll sort everything out and then we'll talk about what this is. How about that? Okay. Okay, so this is my ephemera holder. This is the, it's a printable in my shop, and it's for embellishments. So I had made one for my flowers, and then I even used the pretty flowers on the cover. I need to fix my label there, but anywho's. So I made another set of sheets because I ran out already, and I have just arranged all of them in here. And I did put the white ones in here because I think the only difference I did with the white ones and the background design one is I left a border. Where these, I did not leave a border. So we could totally use these behind if we really wanted to. We could give them a border or just have something white behind there. It just might be nice. So I went ahead and cut those out and have got them in my ephemera holder. And if you want to see how to make one of these, I wonder what happened there. That's kind of weird looking. It wasn't there when I literally just made it. But anyway, if you want to see how to make one of these, I will link the ephemera keeper up here, and it is a printable on my Etsy shop, so I'll have it listed down below as well. I guess what I'll do again with this project is I will do a Etsy collections list, and I say collections, that way I put all of the things printable from my shop in that collections list, so you can reference it quickly and see if you have all of those things, and see if you need any of those things. So it's just one click. It takes you to Etsy, and it will show you all of the different things that are in this project. All right, so I just kind of sorted them out via the color. It'll just be easy to flip through really quick and find what I want to use in my album page. So yeah, so I've got all of my, that might be my favorite color. I don't know why. I've got them all in here, and I will have these next to my crafty companion over there. I need to put these away. Remember, you guys, I don't know why I'm doing this. It makes no sense. No sense. I don't need these white ones though anymore. You could definitely use that as a stencil though if you wanted to. I have no idea why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it, so there. I don't know why. Okay, what else? All right, so now let's talk about all of the things I'm going to be using from my shop that are printable. Besides, no, I'll just tell you everything, because I think that was all the fussy cutting I had from the paper collection. Oh, nope, I had all these. I forgot about all these. I have all of the pieces. These were the 2x2. I was wrong about a few things. First of all, these printed out bigger than 2x2. They're supposed to be 2x2, but they printed out bigger than 2x2. These, I kept saying 3x4, and my printer actually prints 3.5 by 5.5. So these are all printed 3.5 by 5.5, and so did all of these. But it's fine. It's totally fine. I can, if I need them to be 3x4, I can cut them down, or I can print them again in a smaller size. So I've got all of these bits and pieces cut out, all of the ephemera cards and everything. Now I'm not going to put these in my trays. I'm just going to leave these like sitting in my crafty companion like this, on one of the what are they called? The divider shelves on top. So I'm just going to have them sitting in there like that, and these as well. So I got all those cut out too. I forgot about those. They were sitting in a pile. And so I guess all together it took me probably about 2 hours to cut everything up that I showed you previously that I printed. And then I printed an additional flowers. 2 flowers actually. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be using in this album besides that printable paper collection. I have the mini album mashup, the faded floral. The hearts would work as well if you have the arts. This is what the Etsy listing looks like. And then that's the title sheet back there, faded floral. So that's what we're going to be using in this album. And all of these things are optional, but I'm going to be using these things in the album as well. Now, this isn't optional. If you're making it, you need that. But all of these things from here on are optional. So the Photomats Essentials, the original and the Photomats 2, I'm definitely going to be using both of those. The flowers, and that is what the Etsy listing looks like. This is the background design one, and it has the plain and it has the faded floral. So you can grab that one if you don't have that one already. And then the printable ephemera journal spots, set 1 and 2. I'll be using the number cards. I'll be using and the colorful cabinet cards, the flip-flop ephemera printable, and the vintage envelopes and inserts set 1 and set 3. So again, all these things are optional, but all of these things I'm going to be using in this project. So that's all the printable stuff that I know of at the moment that I'm going to be using. And let's see, what else did I grab? Oh, I did get some wax seal. I'm going to use the color that I'll make an Amazon list as well for this project, and I'll have it linked. My favorite color, this burgundy maroony color. I have both of these. This butterfly one. Let me hold it like this. The butterfly one, and it's kind of like the oval, and then this rose one. I think you could use either one. I think they're both gorgeous. In the prototype, I used the butterfly one, but I forgot I had this rose one, and isn't it beautiful? I don't know. I might use both. We'll see. So either one is fine if you have one or the other, but I'm going to probably use both. We'll see. I don't know. I say that. I may only use one, but either way, you don't need both. But I am going to be using them. I'm going to put those in my crafty tray so I don't forget I've got those. And, ink. For this project, because of the coloring of this printable paper collection, I am going to be using the Vintage Photo Distress ink for this. Not the Distress Oxide, just the regular Distress ink. That's what I'm going to be using in this project. And I'm going to be using 3 other colors, but it's just for the whole reinforcements for the tags. So I've got 3 colors here. I've got Cracked Pistachio, Fired Brick, and Rusty Hinge. So what I did was I took my blending tool and I did this onto the white Avery whole reinforcements. Then I took and stamped out of that same color. I stamped with my script stamp that we've been using lately. Did I find this? Is this a Hobby Lobby? Yeah, this is a Hobby Lobby. Sorry, but this is a Hobby Lobby, but I will have it linked. And so these 3 colors match the flowers and the paper collection perfectly. So do you have to have all 3 colors? No, you don't. But I did make sure that I wrote on the back what color I used, because I'm really bad about remembering just by looking at it. So yeah. So these 3 I'm going to be using for whole reinforcements, which they match perfectly, you guys. Perfectly. So there's the inks. I'm going to be using some rusted brads. These are, I did these when I did the video, Let's Rust Some Stuff. I'll link that video if I've got room up there. These are, they're 1/4 of an inch wide. I like this size. If you don't want to use a dimension, so I've done this before. I probably use both, but I've got these. But then I've also got a Tombow marker that's kind of like the same rusty color that you can just do a faux brad. So I use a Tombow marker, I use a black Sharpie, and I also use a Jelly Roll to get that same effect of using an actual brad. So probably do that as well. That might be it, you guys. That might be all I have picked out and prepped and ready. All other things that we'll be using, it'll be stuff that you probably already have, like magnets. Again, I've got my magnets, the really strong ones. I've got them linked down below. What you want to look for when you're looking for really strong magnets is the number N52. That is the stronger version of magnets. Some magnets that are really weak are not N52, but I have the exact ones that I purchased. I bought 500 of them. I don't think I have them up here. Oh, I do. I bought this 500 of them, so I won't be running out anytime soon. But you can see, if you can see, I don't know if I can't tell if it's glared or not, but it says N52. So these are 3/8 inch by 1/32 of an inch. That's the size of these. So these are my favorite size. And I've got them linked down below. And they're fast shipping. I mean, I got them within days. It was amazing. So I've got those. We're going to be using magnets, obviously. And then I think that's all I got for you guys right now. I mean, the normal stuff, like the corner chompers and stuff like that, I will have all that linked. The corner chompers meaning the photo and angle, and the large angle and small angle corner chompers. I use both of those. Yeah. I think that's all I can think of. I'm excited to get started on this project, you guys. Of course, chipboard and things like that. All of that will be linked in the Amazon, but it's stuff that we've used over and over and over and over and over again. If you don't have this script stamp, you can always use this one. We used this one a long time ago as well. This one's fun, and a lot of you already have this one. So if you don't have like just a script stamp, you can use something like this that's more of a collage-y, scripty type thing. Those are cool. I just saw it sitting over here in one of my crafty companions. But alright, I think that's it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're excited to get started. Let me know if you're using this paper collection. Give me a thumbs up if you are as excited as I am to get started. I think we'll make the cover first, so that'll probably be the next video. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate you being here with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.